Hi, my name is Chris Deal with Techniks, and I'm going to demonstrate the 00500 Quencher Techniks shrink fit machine. It's our latest model. It has a cooling feature that allows you to take a newly heated tool and bring it back to room temperature in about 1 minute with a quenching tank that is located down below in this cabinet. Everything you see here sitting on this table is included with every Techniks shrink fit machine. You've got all your taper adjusters so that you can handle anything from 30, 40, and 50 taper all the way up to HSK 32E, HSK 40, HSK 63, all the way up to HSK 125. In this case, we're going to be doing a Cat 40 holder. One of the safety features of every Techniks shrink fit machine is going to be a glove because of the heat involved. And another safety feature that is common in most shops, and should be common in all shops, is a pair of safety goggles. So I'm going to put these on now as we demonstrate this holder. What I'll be doing is removing a 3/4 inch shank cutting tool from a Cat 40 3/4 inch shrink fit holder. The machine has predetermined time settings based on the shank size. For example, a 1/8 or 6 millimeter shank requires a different amount of time to heat and cool than, say, a 1 inch shank or an 1 1/4 shank. So what I'll do is I'll dial the machine to 3/4 inch. And the machine has selected 9 seconds as the amount of time it's going to take to heat this up to about 350 degrees so I can extract this cutting tool. The next thing I'll do is bring the induction head down. The main thing to remember when you bring the induction head down over a shrink fit holder is that you have the top of the induction coil itself near the top of the holder itself. Obviously, you want the most heat applied to where the shank is located so you can create that separation and extract the tool as quickly as possible. Another safety feature on all Techniks shrink fit machines is the start button. It has to be pressed at all times for the heat to be applied. If something were to happen to the operator, if I were distracted, had a health issue, or for some other reason I wasn't paying attention, we'd want this heat to be turned off. So my finger has to be applied to the start button at all times. So I'm going to go ahead and heat this for 9 seconds. I'm going to extract this tool, and after I do that, I'm going to plunge it into the Quencher feature that's going to take this from 350 degrees down to room temperature in 1 minute. So let's go ahead and start that. Because of the residue and coolant and other debris in the shop, it's common for this smoke, if you can see it, to come out. I've reached my 9 seconds. I've extracted the tool. I'm going to set it here. And now I'm going to hit the quench feature so that it dunks this tool holder and cools it. Cools it down to room temperature in about a minute. Some of the other features of a Techniks shrink fit machine that are shown here are various sizes of induction coils. These are used, if we didn't explain it before, to put on top of this coil to trap some of the heat. For this demonstration, we've done it many times, and we knew that we didn't need it to extract this particular cutting tool. However, the best practice is to select a certain size that matches your shank size, so you keep as much of that heat as possible trapped in the tool. So in approximately 1 minute, we've gone from 350 degrees to room temperature, and now this tool is ready to be either retooled with a new cutting tool or going to be placed on the rack for whenever it's ready for the next time. Another standard item that's included as an accessory with these holders are these little mounting rings. If you want to take a holder off of here and you don't have somewhere else to place it, they sit conveniently up on the table here, and you can just remove these holders and set them in there as a storage device. A little bit of background about the Quencher feature that is a little bit different than our other machines is the Quencher tank down below. This cabinet is included with the machine, and here is the Quencher tank. A couple of things you'll notice is there's an arrow installed that instructs you when you need to refill the fluid. The ratio is 20 water versus 1 coolant. It's a 20-to-1 ratio. and the initial batch of coolant is provided with the machine. That's usually going to last about, depending on how many heat and cool cycles you go through, probably in the neighborhood of 2 to 3 years, but standard shop coolant will do the trick. As long as you're maintaining a 20-to-1 ratio, it's adequate enough. And on the other side is some storage space if you want to keep just some other materials handy. That, in summary, is the 00500 Quencher shrink fit machine available at Techniks.